Welcome back, everybody, to another content energy report here on the Love and Science channel, brought to you by Samantha SolBright. Welcome back, everybody. I have my beautiful Andorra here with me, who is oozing just so much brilliance and colors and light. Just decided to, and I wasn't planning on it, but when I was setting the camera, I saw how beautiful it was glowing, and I felt it was very appropriate to let her be in this video with me. Look at that. So beautiful. A lot of Lemurian colors, Lemurian frequencies coming through. Let's talk a little bit about the frequencies this week. There is so much, as always, right? This will never end. This will never stop. This will only continue to increase and amplify in every way. Everything that is happening right now in our realities are meant to show us more. They are meant to show us what we didn't see before, what we couldn't see, or what we didn't want to see. And so there is going to be a continual dissolution and collapse in every way and in every aspect of our realities, so that we can continue to no longer allow that, support it, create it. The continual light frequencies that are coming through are super strong, super loud. And when I say loud, like I literally can hear them every day, and I can hear them more when I have my earplugs on. But they are just screaming 24/7, and they are getting louder and louder and louder. So for those of you that you've been hearing a lot of ringing in the ears, or more ringing in the ears, or an increase in the intensity, and also ringing in the ears very loudly. This is all part of the amplification of these frequencies. And so one of the things to continuously open up to, this is going to continuously be really important to open up to, because the more that you actually can hear these frequencies, the more you are consciously supporting your body in the process. These are light frequencies. These are light codes. These are everything, the clearing codes, purification codes. These are your soul light codes that work through every distortion, every impurity, everything that is not your pure soul light. And so the more that you open up to them, the more you open up to hearing them, the more you open up to hearing them, sensing them, whatever the case may be, and all of the above, you're going to continuously support your body, support yourself in the continual release and clearing of the old. Everything is coming up to the surface for a reason. Every emotion has to come up to the surface. Every belief has to come up to the surface. Every program has to come up to the surface at some level, so that you can continuously see it, own it, allow your body to dissolve it, purge it, clear it, cleanse it, so that you can move out of the reality that was created from that level of consciousness. And so in many different phases, you don't have to know specifics, guys. You do not know exactly what's going on. You don't have to have every emotion written down or recognized. You don't have to go into every program and feel the need to know everything that's going on, every program, every belief, every emotion. You don't. At the very beginning, all you have to do is continuously open to this frequency, open up to the energy that is being activated, and allow your body to do what it needs to do. Feel it emotionally, physically, mentally, energetically, whatever your body is guiding you to do in order to fully honor it. That is key. When we get in our head trying to figure out what this is, where this came from, it actually disconnects you from the body. When you're disconnected from your body, you're actually not really here. When you're not really fully in your body, you are creating an unconscious reality that is bound to collapse. So the key is to recognize when you've gone linear again, when you've gone to your linear head again, when you know that you're thinking too much, you're trying too hard, trying to figure out, you have disconnected yourself from your body, from your soul, and you have gone into the never-ending loop cycle. Awareness is key. So when you are able to recognize this, allow yourself to take the measures and the decisions and the choices necessary in order for you to shift out of it. There are many, 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 many things that you can do. I talked about this, or I shared this in my Twitter and Telegram the other day, taking yourself out of the reality, as in taking yourself out of the location or the environment, supports greatly. Because sometimes when you're stuck inside the reality, when you're stuck inside the reality which is not supportive anymore, you're not able to see beyond that reality. You're not able to see or feel what you need to feel because you're stuck in it. So allowing yourself to actually remove yourself, take yourself outside, take yourself to another location, a park, a nature spot, get out of that environment is going to continuously be like this huge, humongous part of this process, because it is part of the releasing yourself from a physical location so that you can go deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper in a way that allows you to clear and shift and upgrade and evolve that reality. So again, going outside, spending more time in nature. There will be times where you will have to physically go to, drive an hour, 2 hours or more to different locations in order to disconnect. You have to be willing to disconnect from the reality so that you can see it from a whole new perspective, from a whole different angle that you could not see when you were in it. And so the physical movement, physical relocating of your body is going to be huge. And I've had to do this many, many times in my journey. Sometimes it was literally just going outside, spending all day outside in the yard, going to different parks. When it was time for me to go further away, further out to where I had to leave the city I lived in for 20 plus years, and then until I was guided to leave the country. So there's going to be many levels to this. And it's going to continuously be important for you to continuously listen, to continuously honor, even if it doesn't make any logical, linear sense at all. Open yourself to trusting. Right now, if you can continuously remind yourself and engrave this in your head, that everything going on right now is literally supporting you in some way. It doesn't matter what it looks like. It doesn't matter what it feels like. If you're going through deep emotional purging, that is a huge clearing and cleansing of the heaviness inside of your body that created a reality that continuously was heavy and distorted and not pure. So you have to be willing to feel everything from the core of your body with your whole entire body, so that your body can cleanse, so that your body can break free from it. Remember that your reality is literally created from everything you hold inside at a deep cellular level, whether you believe this, whether you are conscious of it or not. It doesn't really matter. When you start to open up to this, it will allow you to, it empowers you. It empowers you because now this is your body, and everything inside of your body is here and it's yours, and you can shift it from the pure spot in order to allow yourself to be and experience and create a reality that is fully supported and fully aligned with your soul light. Because everything, once you start to open up to this, one, your perception about everything shifts, and you start to honor your body in a whole new level. Your body is going to go through so much, guys. This is not a joke. This is not just a blowing out in the clouds. This is a physical, tangible experience that you will continuously feel inside of your body, that will create a lot of sensations, that will be uncomfortable at times. It will be painful at times, but that is a really normal part of the process. And your body just cleared an enormous amount of density that we have absolutely no clue what's inside. Opening yourself up to your body is going to be huge. And so the energies that are coming through, the frequencies that are coming through will continuously activate every reality that you are still not fully in alignment with. This is really, really important to just open up to, because there are so many different aspects of our reality that are not fully aligned, but we've compromised. By the way, there's many people that I've heard that are going through massive digestive gut clearing. And this is part of clearing the compromise that we've done at a deep soul level. And it is also part of how the body talks to you and communicates. It lets you know that you are compromising. And so when you continuously open up to this, open up to your reality so that you can continuously see where it's not in alignment. It's going to allow you to start shifting out of it. A lot of the times it's not going to be an overnight shift. The first thing that you have to become aware of is that it's out of alignment. This is not supporting me. This is not bringing me peace. This is not bringing me joy. This is not what I want to do. When you start to open yourself in a real, in a truthful, in a really honest way about what's going on in your reality, about what's working and what's not working in your reality, it's huge. The first step is becoming aware and actually allowing yourself to admit it to yourself. This is huge, guys, because a lot of the times we're not willing to admit it to ourselves. We continuously play in the, I have to be grateful. I have to be grateful I have to be appreciative. It's a blessing. It's providing me with this support or this support or this support. But and then, not that that's wrong, because it's not, but when we get stuck in that and we're not able to really fully see that, yes, it is bringing you support. It's supporting you in some way, whether it's supporting the ego, that's still a part of the support. And it's an opportunity for you to open up to it and be grateful for it. But we still have to open up to the opposite end. What is it not supporting? What is it not fulfilling? What is it creating? Is it really creating peace? Is it really creating joy? Is it creating more pure love in your reality? Because if it's not, then you have to be willing to admit that to yourself. Admit to yourself, this is to yourself, nobody else needs to. At the beginning and for many phases and processes, this is just you. This is just admitting it to yourself. This isn't going up the mountain and just screaming it to the whole world. For the whole world to know, posting it in social media. This is for you. Allowing yourself to admit to yourself that this job, this reality, this relationship, this location, this car, this house, this whatever the case may be, there's something there that's just it's not fitting anymore. I could feel there is a misalignment with it. And it could be as simple as and honest as that, or as basic as that. As you start to open up more, you're going to start to feel more of this misalignment. You're going to start to feel the heaviness. You're going to start to feel that it is creating more stress, more havoc, more pain, whatever the case may be. And you just continuously open up to this, to yourself, and be honest of everything that this is bringing and creating in your reality. As you start to open up to this, your bodies will start to activate. You will start to activate different codes inside of your body to assist you in realigning that reality, realigning everything in your body in order to shift this reality, shift out of this reality, upgrade this reality, evolve this reality, whatever the case may be, so that it starts to support you at a soul level. But it's literally this simple, guys. Just opening up and admitting this to yourself. There's nothing wrong with admitting this to yourself. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not a bad person. You are not an unworthy, and you're not an ungrateful person. You have to be completely and totally real about everything to yourself, from a space of honesty, from a space of purity that says, yes, I'm grateful for this. It's grateful for the opportunity. So this is kind of what I was going through when I was, towards the last phases of my job, my 9-to-5 job. I was super grateful for the opportunity. I was super grateful for the support. I was super grateful for everything that I learned and how much I had evolved how much I had grown as a leader in that position. But deep down, I knew that this was not it. This was not going to support me in my ascension journey. This is not fulfilling my soul anymore. It was becoming heavier and heavier and heavier. To have that realization up to the opportunities that came my way that prepared me for when the day came to say, thank you, I'm ready to move on. And so again, take out a piece of paper every single day and start to really be honest with yourself about every aspect of your reality. You're going to start to have a lot of new realizations, and you're going to start to see a lot of things in your reality that you had no idea and you had no clue that were not supporting you. But again, this is key. When you admit it to yourself, when you are willing enough to say, yeah, this is not working anymore. This is out of alignment. I want something else. I want something different. I'm ready for more. You are not going to get the 10-step plan right there and then. You are not going to know anything of what to do, how to get out of it, how to shift it. You're not. This is a continual process. But the first key and the most important key to start activating within is the awareness. The awareness that this is the case. This is something that has to shift out of my reality. As you start to open up and feel more of feel how you feel about the reality, you're going to start to open up and activating those codes within you that will allow you to see new opportunities, new realizations, new perspectives. Those are the steps, basically. You're taking those steps energetically. And yes, there's going to be a lot of physical steps that you're going to have to take that will allow you to shift out of your reality. When you are consciously aware of this process, guys, you will get to a moment where it's literally overnight. Overnight, you make this big decision. Overnight, you take this big quote unquote risk. Overnight, you take this leap of faith. Overnight, you jump. But a lot of the times it doesn't happen at the moment you realize and own to yourself that this reality isn't working. There is a process. There is a progression. There is an evolution. There is a constant activation. From the moment you realize, from the moment you own it and are honest with yourself about this reality, up to that point where you're like, that's it, I'm done, I'm leaving. I'm removing this thing out of my reality. And so just be open to that. Just really, 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 really be open to that. Right now, everything is supporting us, guys. Absolutely everything. And not only is it supporting us, but it is continuously pushing us out of a reality that it is collapsing. This is the big push, what I got earlier is the big push right now. The continual frequencies of Lionsgate are bringing a lot of that push in us. The big push. Our universe are pushing. And we need to also continuously, consciously push ourselves out of and I'm going to play with this. There's many different things that we can dive into the word push. But it is constantly realigning ourselves so that we are not inside a burning house when it collapses. So that we are not inside of a tornado when the tornado begins. Because this is inevitable, guys. The system's collapsing. The house is burning. The tornado is leveling the field. This is happening in many different levels. Right now, what's happening is that we're being continuously realigned, so that we are not in it. So we're not stuck in it. We don't have to be stuck in it, but we have to consciously open up and be willing to see, be willing to own, be willing to be so fully honest with everything in our reality right now, so that we can continuously see more of what we are going to need to do in order to step out of it, step out of the reality, step out of the situation, so that we don't go through harsh, tough, dramatic reality collapses. And so just continuously open to that, because as we continue to go through, as we continue to, as days move, energies move, as we continuously get closer to the next big portal, which is equinox, there are going to continuously be massive realignments. And if we don't realign, consciously realign, be willing to realign the reality ourselves, it will be realigned for us, where we're not going to have any choice. And it's going to be a little bit tougher to go through. And so, not to say that some people are going to choose that, because they are. But the more we are consciously aware and consciously willing to participate in this process, the easier, the more enjoyable, and the smoother things will be. So I'm going to leave you with that. Continue to open up to the immense amount of frequencies. All of the different things that are happening to the light body are definitely immense, intense. They're powerful. They are pushing things out of us, clearing so many things that are continuously, again, supporting us. They are supporting us in creating the space we need. This is all about creating space. Creating space, creating space, creating space. We need to create the space energetically. We need to create space emotionally, mentally, and physically, as in inside our physical bodies and in our physical environment, physical reality, so that we continuously have the room for our soul, have room for our light, expand, 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 expand. But we cannot anchor our soul, embody our soul, or expand as a universe when we have so much stuff inside, so much stuff around us. That is part of the it is part of the ascension process, by the way. Purging and clearing, I'm going to say, the majority of your physical stuff. That is a huge part of this process, guys. So the more you open up to this, and the more frequent and constantly you are doing this, the easier it will become. The easier this will, the more smoother, the more you're going to be able to navigate through it in a much more smoother way. And so again, just continuously open to that. Feel everything, because you are going to have to feel a whole bunch of stuff. But that is part of the freedom codes. That is part of the new earth. That's part of the space you're creating when you feel an emotion with your entire body. And I'm talking specifically about the heavy emotions. You are literally creating more space inside of your body for your soul light to come through, for your soul light to enter and anchor inside. So don't be afraid of your emotions. Don't be afraid of feeling things. Don't be afraid of feeling things that you thought you already felt and that you thought you were already done with. Don't be afraid of feeling things that society has dimmed as wrong or bad, or whatever the case may be, has labeled and judgments. Don't feed into that. Allow yourself to feel. Allow yourself to open up. Allow yourself and give yourself the opportunity to feel absolutely everything. It will be your freedom. These are our keys to our literal freedom in everywhere. So again, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. I'm going to share some beautiful light codes again, emitting and transmitting from this beautiful mandala. Look at that. So, so beautiful. Visual activation. There we go. Stick it in. Stick a nice deep breath. Do it. And we are at a really big precipice right now. Big monumental shift of what is to come. And so the more you open up to it, the more you feel everything, the more you'll actually get to comprehend what is going on and what its purpose is. And that's a huge also key to our freedom. So with that, sending you lots of love. Take care.